Hey guys, before you watch the video, if you would, make sure and hit that like and subscribe button because it really helps us grow the channel and it reaches more people when we do it that way. Now, enjoy the show. Hey guys, Darren here. Welcome to Mayhem Country Living. I want to show you what we're looking at today. This is some of the stuff that we pulled from the garden already. It's about half of what we've pulled out because we've already given away about half. And I wanted to show you how even though you have like a large garden for your property, that it's still not going to be feasible for you to be completely self-sufficient just off of that one garden spot. Now, mind you, we got chickens and we had a dozen eggs yesterday as well, so they're already downstairs. I did pull up 40 or 50 onions as well, and I planted some more stuff. But it would be very hard to just eat off of what you produce. So self-sufficiency, it's going to be a tough one unless you have a good amount of property and can dedicate a lot of time. So, more to come. Okay, you can see what we have. Originally, we had about 20 squash, 20 cucumbers, a lot more of these tomatoes, peppers, you know, various and sundry peppers, a lot more green beans and more tomatoes. This is kind of neat. This is a Black Knight heirloom tomato, and this is my first one. My earliest and largest and prettiest ones go to seed, so this one will not be eaten. This will actually go to seed, and you'll see that in another video. But even with a dozen eggs and all of this producing, and I'm producing a lot earlier than most people, you would be hard pressed to really feed like a family of 4. Look at this, double it. And again, this is one harvest. Could you feed your family of 4 off of this and a dozen eggs? Say a dozen eggs a day, because right now I've got 6 broody hens and we're hatching out 40 chicks, which is great. You know, again, that's more protein. These right here are the carbs and the nutrients. The chickens and the eggs are going to be the protein. The beans as well would be protein. But you would be really hard pressed. That is why community is so important. Because if you have a bumper crop of peaches and I have a lot of green beans, we can share, trade, whatever, barter, however you want to call it. And this is what makes you stronger and me stronger, because I can get seeds from you and I can plant them and do that, and then we just grow. Instead of having 2 people, what if we have 20 people in a community? If you have corn, a nice heirloom kind of corn, and you can get it to grow out, I can swap with you and you could do that. Maybe somebody fishes a lot. Hunting, I think hunting has its place, and I think it would. But fishing is more renewable and sustainable. That's a whole different video. I'll do one for that, and I'll disappoint some people when I do that video. But all of that to say this, twice as much, you would still be very hard pressed. Because while there's a lot of nutrients here, not a lot of protein here. That's where the chickens come in. That's one reason we're doing chickens. So just bear that in mind. A fantastic harvest. It is wonderful. And then you have to think, well, how are you going to store all of this? Tomatoes don't store very well unless you can them, pressure can them. Squash you can. Cukes you can ferment, or you can pickle them. Peppers are mainly for seasoning. A lot of vitamin C, more vitamin C in a pepper than there is in an orange nowadays. These guys are great, and they store dry. They can be canned. I can leave these things on the vine. I leave one huge bush everything on the vine on it, and I'll let them dry out completely, and those are my seed for next year. I'm not buying any more seed, so that's one thing I'm doing a lot of. Anyway, I hope this helps somebody. Be realistic when you're doing your gardening and you're prepping for your garden. Be realistic in what you're doing and what your expectations are. You can lie to everybody, but don't lie to yourself, because that really hems you up. Take care of your people, guys.